Hey guys, welcome back to another custom ROM review for Xiaomi Mi 10. Today we have HyperOS 3 for this device. So this is a custom ROM which ported from Chinese ROM, but it does work pretty well. So as you can see here, Xiaomi HyperOS 3 and other specs of the device, detail info and specs, and this one is based on Android 16. The security patch level is on 1st September 2025, and as far as usability goes, this ROM is doing pretty well, although it has many issues. So first of all, let's talk about the network connectivity. So I haven't faced any issue related to network connectivity. So Wi-Fi is working well in my testing. And if we go to more connectivity option, and quick share is working well, NFC is working well, hotspot working well, and you can share your Wi-Fi data using hotspot. Bluetooth is working well, as you can see here. It is searching and Bluetooth is working. And another thing which is working is interconnectivity. So interconnectivity is enabled. I have another device here to test that. So recently I have installed a HyperOS ROM on my Redmi Note 8. It also got interconnectivity feature. So we can test that feature here. It's pretty slow on this device. So here interconnectivity option is available and both of them connected to the same Wi-Fi network. So there are few options like apps, home screen plus, clipboard, call sync, and few other things. So right now I'm going to try the clipboard option. So here setting, and if we type like, and if I copy here, copy, and I've copied the text, and if I try it here, let's paste it, and as you can see here, it is already showing that. So interconnectivity feature is working. I don't really know if the home screen plus feature and other feature will work or not. Maybe they are going to work. And here we do get Xiaomi HyperAI. So Xiaomi HyperAI options, there are few things available. Personalization, so we do get few options here. AOD is working, so we can turn it on, and as you can see here, pretty much similar to Apple like thing here, but it is working. And here you can customize this thing actually, like theme you can change, and also display item always, or schedule it, or turn off when battery saver is on. So there are few options available. And lock style, so you do get all the lock style here, looks good, and you can choose anything here, or you can put depth effect or any effect here, glass effect, reloaded. So a lot of things you can do as usual what you get with HyperOS ROM. Wallpapers, so you do get a lot of wallpapers here, and live wallpapers also available. So these are the live wallpapers, and these are pretty much similar to Xiaomi 17 Ultra or Pro Max. So in terms of wallpapers, you are getting a lot. And themes, so we do get a lot of themes option. So this ROM is ported from Chinese variant of the ROMs, that's why the theme store is Chinese, but you can actually install any theme here, download, and you can use. Icons size you can change, or if you install any theme here, you can use those icons. Font, there are few font option available and you can download. Always on display notification, so edge lighting and other things available. Fingerprint, so fingerprint not going to work actually. As you can see here, it is asking me to add fingerprint, and if I try to add fingerprint, does not work. So this is one of the issue of this ROM, you can't enroll your finger. And the control panel, as usual, actually nothing new there. You can customize it, only the lower part of it, and you can change the shortcut, that's it. Lock screen, so there are few options like raise to awake, also double tap to awake, or turn off screen when device is locked. So but you can't really double tap to lock the screen, that is not available. But if the device is locked, you can double tap to unlock it, that's it. Here you can change the shortcut of the lock screen, and that's it. Notification, these are the typical settings. Home screen, so app vault option is available. Home screen with app drawer or light mode, classic, these things are available. Animations, you can choose relaxed, balanced or fast. Currently it is in default relaxed mode, and also there are a few other options. And home screen layout we can change 4:6 or 5:9, and the recent option we can change it vertical or horizontal. That's it. In the display and brightness option, so dark mode, light mode, all these things available. Automatic brightness is working well, color scheme is available, and the anti-flicker mode, so if I turn it on, the flicker will be gone, as you can see here. Reading mode, refresh rate, so you can choose default or you can choose it to 30, 60, 90, but this will not work. It will only work on 60 Hz or 90 Hz. And also we do get AI image engine and font setting, sound and touch, so sound working well. And there are a few other options, and here touch option mainly for haptic feedback, and this one actually feels really good in terms of haptic feedback. In terms of fingerprint and face data, as I said, fingerprint is not working, although option is available. And if I try to enroll, not going to work. The face unlock is working well, so as you can see here, no issue. Here we do get few other things like privacy and security, location and other things. Apps, so app lock option, dual app, auto start app, these are the things you are getting. Battery, so the battery backup is quite good. Fast charging is working well, and one of the best ROM in terms of battery backup. I played around 4.5 hours game on this device after charging it fully. That's quite amazing actually. Wireless charging and reverse wireless charging is available, so you can do that too. So as you can see here, reverse wireless charging option. So in terms of battery, this is actually top-notch ROM. Here we do get few other things like healthy device uses, child mode, additional settings. We get accessibility, wallet, quick ball, clipboard shortcut, tap plus, memory extension, and few other things. So that's it. What you are getting here. And in terms of application, this is a GF's build, but the Google Play Store will not be pre-installed, so you have to install it manually from Get Apps. If you search Play Store, you will get it. After that, you can log into your Gmail account and download whatever you like. Going to work perfectly fine in that case. And the camera app, so we do get camera app here, which is working pretty well. So 1x mode, 0.6, and portrait working, video recording gone, so it will crash when you try to record video. Now it is working on the main lens, but on the ultra wide it might not work. Oh, on the ultra wide also it is working. That's quite weird. And we do get pro mode. So in terms of camera, it is quite good camera application, but not really that much stable. I usually use secure camera, which is doing pretty well, although you don't really get auxiliary lens support, but this one is much better and stable camera application. And in terms of Google Photos, unlimited storage is not available, and Magic Editor is working well. Action, Magic Eraser, erase, so it is working well. And in terms of safety net, obviously we are not getting safety net with this ROM, so setting about device is not certified. That means bank apps, payment application not going to work on this ROM. Other application definitely going to work. In terms of phone call, so Bo LTE, Bo Wi-Fi, everything seems to be working fine. And also call recording option is available, and you can make video call, so no issue in terms of phone call. And as Android 16 based ROM, we do get circle to search, but this one is actually Chinese circle to search, which does not really work that well. So if I circle, as you can see here, it does give me some option. I don't know Chinese, so I don't really know what it is doing, but there is no option to change it to Google circle to search, so that is not available here. And on the home screen, you do get large folder or small folder, so these are the things you are getting here. Looks good actually, looks nice, all the icons and everything. The animations also feels good, no issue in terms of those. And lastly, in terms of gaming, so the gaming performance is really good on this ROM. I haven't faced any issue while playing games on this ROM. Pretty smooth, no lag, no hang, anything like that. So if you are a gamer, you can definitely try this ROM. This ROM will not disappoint you. Overall, this is actually quite a good ROM. Obviously, there are few issues like fingerprint scanner not working, safety net is not available. Other than that, the ROM is pretty usable. You do get a lot of features here and pretty stable ROM. So if you want to try this ROM, the ROM link will be in the description below. That's all about it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.